Evening, Top War friends. I've got a quick video for you guys here on the new base skin that's coming out here in August. It is called Castle of Glory, and at level 1 it's called Land of Glory. It's a really good army base skin. It's only for army, but it should be really effective for army, and I think normally I don't really recommend the specific base skins unless that's literally the only troop type you have, because I think there are some universal ones that are usually close, and so you're better off using the universal. But I think this base skin is good enough that army users should use it over all the other ones that are available right now. So let's go through and look at the stats and figure out why it's better than what we've already had. So initially, I'm just going to compare it to Digital Matrix and the Wraithfire base skin, which both came out recently. They were both a little different, but basically I thought they were pretty close to each other, and so I think this is significantly better than both. First of all, the level 1 skin is an excellent level 1 skin. The level 1 skins usually cost 299 shards, while the level 2 costs 999 shards. And for 299 shards, getting a 12% damage increase in your front row and a 25% HP boost and a 35% attack boost for all your units, and a 22% holding in stock health boost is really good. I think it would be, if you don't have any skin and you're not going to get to the 999 shards, then I think it's not a bad idea to make this your first army base skin if you're an army main player. Now again, I always recommend one time getting a level 2, whether it's a universal or, during an event or something. But if you don't have anything else, this is a good level 1 army skin to have, because it's really going to give you a nice damage boost and it gives you good stats. The level 2 skin, which is called Castle of Glory, is what I'm going to focus on here. It's got a 25% army damage increase in the front row. It's got a 50% HP boost and a 70% attack boost for all units. That's its equipping stats. So I'm going to compare that with Digital Matrix, which gave you a 15% damage increase in the front row, and it gave you 12% decreased damage taken in the first and second row, and a 70% attack boost. So basically you increase the damage by 10% in the front row here, and instead of getting the 12% decreased damage in the first 2 rows, you're getting a 50% HP boost in all rows. The rest of the equipping stats are the same. I think that makes this base a nice upgrade, because a 10% damage boost in that front row is a very nice boost. And then I think, the 50% HP over 3 rows, whereas the 12% decreased damage over 2 rows is fairly close to one another. So I think that 10% increase is going to be nice. Now you add on to that, because the holding in stock applies even while you're equipping it. They both have an army HP boost of 50% while holding in stock, but that's all Digital Matrix had. And this has another 2% damage increase for all units when you're holding it in stock. So that makes this base skin significantly better than Digital Matrix. I mean, you're going to add 12% more damage in the front row if you equip it, and you're going to add 2% more damage in all the rows. Now, so definitely get it, and I would recommend equipping it, because I think that army damage increase in the front row is going to be really nice. Now, if you want to compare it to the Wraithfire Fortress that we got recently for army, that had an 18% damage increase in the front row, and then it had the 50% HP and attack boost just like this does. And it had the army HP 50% holding in stock. So again, you get 2% more damage increase in stock, and you get 7% more army damage increase in the first row. That's a pretty solid upgrade. I mean, from 18% to 25% is a noticeable upgrade. It's not just like they didn't just slide it up to 20 this time and sell you another skin. They gave you a solid upgrade here. So I think it's worth getting. Now, as for the last point, I think when you compare it to some of the other base skins, like the Icy Snowtown skin, or even your Titan Canyon skin that you may have, the Nebula Circle, or even your Pantheon skin, they all have a universal, damage increase for all units. So they're very good skins to have when you're going into battle, because everything there applies to all the units, not just to one unit type. But if you remember, Icy Snowtown had a 12% damage increase for all units. I use Icy Snowtown. I like this skin. I think it's a good skin. But a 12% damage increase for all units is really good, but 25% in the front row is also pretty nice. And then, that had a 20 or 25% HP and attack boost, I think. I think it was 20, maybe might have been 25 for all units, and this is 50 and 70. So again, it won't help your Navy and your Air Force. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, it doesn't really matter as much. But if you're an Army main and you in battle days primarily just use your Army out there, I think this might be a better skin to use than any other skin that you currently could be, because it's a huge HP and attack boost, and it's a great damage increase in the front row. Now, for the people who are buying the skin just to be holding in stock, you do get a 2% Army damage increase. So if you have an Army you like to use, or you're an Army main and you still, feel like there's other skins you might want to use because you have other troop types you use, you do get a 50% HP boost and a 2% damage increase for your Army, which is also a not bad upgrade there. So I think it's a very good skin. I think it's a bigger upgrade over the previous Army skins than we've seen recently. So I would recommend Army mains definitely to try to acquire the skin. I would recommend, newer players who are FTP, well, not FTP, but close to FTP, to get the level 1 of this Army skin if you're an Army main, because I think it really gives you nice upgrades there as well. And I think it's a nice skin they're releasing, so go get it. As always, guys, please take a minute to hit the like button and the subscribe button. As I get more subscribers, I'm going to be doing more videos about, different tactics I use and stuff, so that we can share those. But that's important to me, helps me out a lot, so please do that. Other than that, keep playing, keep having fun, and if you have any questions or concerns, just hit up in the comments. Cookie out.